Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Thank you for watching this video, and thank you for watching Hot Update News. Do remember to subscribe and also to like the videos that we post. It would help us greatly. We appreciate that. My name is Claire Sangyumba. I am a business advisor. I also do management consulting work. And what I'm going to talk about today is a very simple example on how, if you are in Rwanda and you have some education, you can find work online. Now, I know that it's not, and of course, when you're looking for work online, it's not easy at all. I understand that. Believe me, I've been there, I am there. So, but whenever you're trying to get a client from anywhere, you have to think about what service can you provide? How can you convince the potential customer to hire you as opposed to all of these other choices that he or she may have? So for professionals residing in Rwanda, the government is already helping, is giving us a platform. I'll use the word platform because so Rwanda's branding is a brand that is recognized all over the world. So they've done a great job helping us out, us professionals that want to get customers that are so customers are already interested in Rwanda, right? So if you have a customer that you have a person that resides anywhere in the world, they hear about um, visit Rwanda. They hear about Rwanda Day, and then they are interested in Rwanda. They've never been to Rwanda, but they are interested. They're curious. So, what they will try to do if they have the funds, they'll try to either visit physically or they will try to connect with somebody in Rwanda so that they can work together somehow. So, I'm going to show you a website. This website is called Upwork. So this is a website for freelancers worldwide. So if you're a freelancer, you're in, let's say, Thailand, you're in Europe, you can be in India, you can be in China, you can be in South America, you can be in America just like me. So wherever you're located on the planet, you can sign up to this website. And then from there, you can get connected to potential customers. So this platform has changed over the years. However, there are still opportunities there because, and remember what I said about if you want to get a customer, you have to present yourself as in an attractive way. What can you do that no one else can do? Um, how much are you going to charge for that service? So let's take a look at Upwork. I'm going to share my screen. Okay, so Upwork is, and let me make sure that I have to make sure that I am sharing this properly. So just hold on with me for a second. You got to make sure it's done correctly. Mm, I think it is done correctly. Let me stop it one time and okay, there it is. So now, okay. Yeah, just bear with me, guys. Okay, we're almost there. And there we go. So now it should be the way I want it to be. So, okay, so now this is Upwork. If you don't know what Upwork is, you can just type it in. You can just type in what is Upwork. And then you will see here that Upwork is an online marketplace that connects freelancers with clients. Okay, right here. Connects freelancers with clients. Okay, so now that we know what Upwork is, you can be on Upwork. So myself, I have a profile right here because I do use this platform. Okay, just taking a little bit here. Just bear with me, guys. We're almost there. Okay, there we go. So myself, I am on Upwork, right? And there are freelancers from Rwanda on this platform because that's how I met my assistant, actually. That's how I connected with my assistant. So, anywho, you go to Upwork, you sign up, you make a profile, you show what you can do, et cetera, et cetera. If you need help with that, let me know and we can work on it. So now I'm going to show you what you can do. If you're in Rwanda, you can just type in Rwanda, okay? And so any jobs that have the word Rwanda in it will pop up. Okay, so there's a few. I will go to one that I applied for today. So we can go over it together and you can see how there's opportunity for you if you're in Rwanda and if you have if you have education, so you can provide a professional service. So for example here, this job, let's see if I can make this bigger. Yes, 'cause I want to be able to show you guys. Okay. So this job was posted 2 days ago, and today is the 27th of October. So it was posted on the 25th, the 25th. And this person is saying, I'm looking for a street photographer to capture some photos of me in Kigali on October 30th. So if you respond to this person, so we know that this person is going to be, they want this service by the 30th. So specifically on the 30th, I'm not sure why, but the customer is always right. So yeah, so they want the pictures taken on October 30th, so it's coming up. And if I click on it for more details, okay, I'm looking for a street photographer to capture photos of me at Kigali, Rwanda on October 30th. Taking photos at a few spots like Kigali, Memorial, and the Conventional Center, and edits 10 out of those pictures. So they want professional pictures done. Okay. So if you're a professional, um, if you can take pictures professionally, so if you have a studio or if you have a professional camera, you can contact this person. You would have to go on Upwork. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy the links of of what we're talking about now, and I'll put them as a link in this video so that you can apply if you want to. So one person here is looking for someone to take pictures of them, fine. Now this is the one that I wanted to share with you guys. Okay, so it was posted 2 weeks ago. So mid-October, this person here, the job that that the job they're advertising for is proof of business address assistance in Rwanda. So do you guys see this? So now if I click on the specifics, okay, let's see here. I don't know if it's big enough, but we'll go through it together. So a person says, "Hello, I am seeking a Rwanda-based professional to assist me in obtaining an official proof of address document that can be used for business registration and banking purposes in Rwanda." So they want an official proof of address document. Okay, fine. Now let's go on. The proof of address should be legitimate and verifiable. It may be from one of the following. So they're giving you choices, which is it's kind of interesting because if well, I'll talk about that later, but so they're giving you choices on what they want. A stamped tenancy or lease agreement in my name or business name, a residence confirmation letter from the sector or cell office, or a stamped letter from a licensed lawyer confirming my address of residence or business operation. Okay. And they say here that the document will be used strictly for lawful business verification with the Rwanda Development Board and local banking institutions. And then they're giving you requirements. You must be physically located in Rwanda and familiar with administrative procedures. Must be able to help secure a legally recognized proof of address within Kigali or any other province. Must ensure all information is authentic and compliant with Rwandan regulations. Discretion and professionalism are required, and they want specifically a scanned copy of the signed and stamped proof of address document. Interesting. And then they have preferred skills, legal or administrative experience. And then the budget is open to reasonable offers based on speed and reliability. Interesting. Interesting. So I see a few problems, but there is an opportunity here already. So this person wants a PDF document because they say that they want a PDF document. And I'll stop sharing it here and I can go back. So this person wants a PDF document. Let me make this smaller. They want a PDF document of the signed proof of address. Okay. And if we remember, as I'm reading through here again, they have preferred skills. What they really want is a signed copy of stamped proof of address document. Okay. Now, this is interesting because so in order and I only know this because I have been through the same not really the same situation, but because I have companies registered in Rwanda. So what I did specifically, I actually was, because you can sign up online. You can go to the RDB website and set up an account and then sign up online. You can do that and it's actually free. So this person does not know that. So that's one first thing, but they mentioned sign, some sort of signed approval. They mentioned the sector office. So they are aware that in Rwanda we have sectors and all right, let me hold on. I'm trying to minimize this again. So they are aware that we have that there's local government, like a sector and a cell, but they don't know that you can register a company online for free and even get a certificate of good standing for free. So they have some knowledge, but it doesn't really, it seems that their knowledge is very, it's not useful because they can do all this for free. Uh, Register a company for free. Now, what they want is they want a proof of address before you can get a proof. So, you can go on the RDB, register a company. In order to get a proof of address, you actually have to be paying for either shared office. It's you can't just get because I feel like you can't just get a letter stamped officially, by a lawyer. And even if you have a lawyer, that lawyer has to have notary approval to represent you in the first place. But this person is just it kind of not even jumping over the steps. It's kind of mixed. Um, so anyway, let me show you guys what I applied for this job even though I'm not in Rwanda. So this is another lesson for the diaspora. Just because a job shows up and they specifically say must be located there, it doesn't, you can always apply and see what they say. It doesn't hurt. Now let me share my screen again so you guys can see what I what my response was or what my bid was for this job. Okay, and okay, it's showing up correctly. Okay, perfect. So now what I said, so they posted this job here. You can see 2 weeks ago, mid-October. And if you're on Upwork, you can see other information about the client. So this is just more information about them, but let's just scroll to my response, which should be, how can I show? Okay, view proposal. So here's what I said to them, which is I didn't want to give too much information, but so here I say I'm a management consultant that happens to have familial ties to Rwanda. I tell them that my support staff is in Kigali, and I tell them that I can help them with a business address, no problem. And I added a little something more, and I said, if you want support staff, I can help you with that as well. And I also said, I can help you find an affordable lawyer and rent an office shared. I don't know if you guys can see this here because it might be. All right. Let me make this bigger here. So here I said, I can help you rent an office and then shared or otherwise because in order to get any proof of address, you actually have to be paying for an office space. It can be a shared office space, it can be an actual office, it can even be a virtual office. I don't think we have those services because I know that I looked for it a while ago, maybe a year or two ago for a virtual office. Let's see if I can find something now. Maybe there is virtual office in Rwanda. Oh, interesting. So for example, this is, I know that this is an ad, but I just want to see. Oh, okay. Let me say Kigali. Okay, and see if this actually works. Okay, there's an incubator. Three. Enter is a technology, blah, blah, blah. Okay, this workspace. Is this actually in Rwanda though? Fitted shop in Hamala? Okay, so no. Yeah, so no, I don't think so. Let me click on this just to see. Um, Is it technology, square, but I don't have the address. Okay. No. No. So as you can see here, there is no, there's nothing here. So these are all, because you can see that these are .com right here. So that's not an office space. Oh, wait a minute. Look at this person here. Hmm. Okay, so let's see. I wonder. This is an ad and there's a Rwanda number. Okay, so this is actually in Kigali and Kimihurura. Okay. Premium furnished offices for rent, virtual office. And but there's no website. There's only a phone number. So I don't know who this person is. But or if this is an actual business. If you guys know whose business this is, because they do have a phone number and an email, but it's taking too much time to get to the information I want, which is virtual office in Rwanda. Okay, with your out of state, and this is shared office, and then of course there's the Norskin house. Okay, let's see. Because I know I've heard of Norskin. Norskin. I don't know if that's I'm saying this correctly. Book event space. See, it's just this is just too much information. You're not telling me what I want to know, and what I want to know is how much is it? Okay, fine. If I try to go um houses, this is taking too long. Kigali memberships. Private office plus desk. So we have just ascertained, guys, that there's not even one website that offers a virtual office space in Rwanda. And a virtual office space is just so it's virtual, it's not a physical space. So for example, if I pick virtual office in well, let's say mm, here. Let's do this. I know this one specifically. So, okay, look at this website, guys. Okay. Now, this is straight to the point. So, if you're in Rwanda, I want you're in Rwanda, I want you to work on a website like this exactly. So, it says here cheapest office, virtual office. I don't know if you can see that here. Now, the price is right there, $19. Okay. So before we even go through blah, 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 you have exactly what they offer, virtual office. There's the price right there. And then there's more information. Okay. So if I click here, it should take me to there we go. So now they want to take my money right away. And that's exactly what I want. I want a virtual office. I want to know how much it is. So this is easy. So then you can put in your name, and then as you continue, you can pay for it with your credit card. So this is how it should be. I don't need to scroll through Google and, try to find something that says virtual office space and then you don't have the price there. And also, if you call it a membership, because I think that's what was on Norkskin. Norskin, I don't know how to say it. But the Norskin was showing me, okay, there's a Kigali house, but it wasn't telling me, let me go back in Rwanda. So I can show you guys the difference. Not Wyoming. Rwanda. Okay. Let's go back to the, okay, so remember what that website looked like. It exactly what I want, virtual office, and then there was the price. I click on it and it takes me to where they can take my money. And it took less than a minute. Okay. So this one here, Norkskin, okay, pictures, pictures, no one cares, blah, blah, blah. Become a member. Now, see now, when you're telling me become a member, you're making it sound like it's it's not the right word for me. If I'm just a business person, I want a virtual office space. I just want a virtual office space so I can use it on my company information or website. But okay, you're telling me, okay, become a member. You're still not telling me the price. Okay, you want my email so you can send me emails that I won't really read. And then you want me to book a visit? No, because if I want virtual office space, that probably means I'm not going to be visiting. There's an event. Okay, and so all this information, you're just giving me information that I don't need. Okay, pictures may be nice, but where can I pay for for what I want, which is a virtual office space? Where can I pay for it? Who knows? I don't know where it's at, and so I've lost my interest. So now we're going back to what this person wants. They want proof of address. I think that's what they said here because they had a specific. Okay, so this is what they want. They want, I don't know if you can all see this. Okay. They want a scanned copy of a signed proof of address document. They're not based in Rwanda. So they want a virtual address, or they it could be that they want an actual physical address, but they didn't say help me rent an office space. They just want proof of a business address. So they want a virtual office. So let me stop it here. So if you are a lawyer and you are based in Kigali, this is work for you. So go on the Upwork website, sign up as a freelancer, set up your account. If you need help with that, you can contact me. I'll help you out. So if you are in Rwanda, um, and you want customers from all over the world, I would encourage you to sign up on freelancing websites like Upwork. You're not going to find your first client very easily, but again, that's just part of life. But this is a specific example on how you can get a customer. Also, if you are good in IT and if you can spring up a website, maybe I should do that actually. That's a good idea. Like the website that we looked at together from this Wyoming virtual offices, that was very simple. You have virtual office, the price, and then they can click on it and then pay it. So pictures are really nice. Memberships are, all that is fine. But if somebody like this person on Upwork, they tell us what they want and they want to know if we can provide that service. That's all they care about. They don't really care about the pictures. They probably will not even set foot in Rwanda because they want it to be done virtually. Now, I haven't told that person that you cannot just hire a lawyer and tell them, okay, go, find me some, because they want a proof. What was it? Sorry. They want a stamped proof of office address. Now, I haven't told this person that, okay, you can hire a lawyer. So let's say I'm in America. I hire a lawyer in Rwanda. I tell the lawyer, okay, please go rent this office for me. It's not that simple. First, you have to send them a notary. So they have to have some sort of power of attorney so that they can rent, so that they can do things on behalf of your company. And so the way that it should be done is I need to send a letter or a power of attorney letter to the embassy so in my case it's in Washington. I have to send them a proof of or a notary letter. They have to stamp it. Then I need to mail that letter to Rwanda. And so that letter has to have the name of the lawyer, and probably the ID number of the lawyer. So the lawyer has to be identified on paperwork, so that when the letter gets to Rwanda, and so now the lawyer has power of attorney, then they can go and do things on behalf of your company. Um, and so before all of that happens, because you don't want to just give someone, of course, as professionals, we do have professional standards, but this person at least has to interview the lawyer. You can't just do things quickly. Not like uh a fun day wheeling gomas quickly. No, not like that. So in business, you can't just do things that quickly. So I haven't told the person that, and if they respond, I will explain it to them a little more because they did have some information about, they were asking, uh, they were open with um, an approval letter from the sector office, so they are aware somehow of small things, but not really what's important because they can register their company on the RDB for free. And if they want any letter or proof of virtual address, if they're going through a lawyer, that lawyer has to have power of attorney. And to give the lawyer power of attorney, you have to send your consent or your appointment of that lawyer power of attorney. That has to be stamped by a Rwandan embassy before anything can happen. So it's just this is an example of how even though Rwanda has done a good job in terms of branding, there is interest to start a business in Rwanda. However, this person is not really aware of how a business works. And of course, I'm just going to share this screen one last time because when you're on Upwork, you can see some information about the client. Okay, so if I scroll down, there's a place here. Okay, so here we go about the client. Let me make this bigger. Is it possible? Okay, now, so the client here, it's probably hiding everything, but let me move it here. So about the client, I don't know if everyone can see. Okay, this good enough, I guess. Um, no reviews so far. It says that they say that they're in the United States. However, from the wording that was there, I would say that this would be an immigrant maybe because the English was not, perfect. But then it says here, Casper. I don't know of a town in America called Casper. And also it says that wherever he or she is, it's 10:04 p.m. Now here, as I'm making this video right now, it is 6:04 p.m. So that means that they are 4 hours ahead of where I'm at on the East Coast. And so that means that um they're in Europe. So because I Googled where is Casper? Because you cannot be 4 hours ahead of the US and still be in the US. And it turns out, so I don't know if you can see that. No, not in Abidjan. No, so they're not in America. No. I know that Kigali is 6 hours ahead right now. So yeah, they're not in America. So I'm not sure where this client is based, but who cares, right? They want a service, we can provide the service. And they've only spent $180 so far. Out of so they posted three jobs, 34% higher rate. They have two open jobs. They spent $180 so far. So, and they joined this year in July. So, client is not very knowledgeable, that's fine. Or customer, potential customer is not very knowledgeable, that's fine. They want a service, we can provide the service. So what you can do if you're in Rwanda is if you have a professional certificate or a professional degree, like if you're a lawyer, sign up on Upwork, set up your account because you will get customers of people just like I showed you right now that want some sort of professional service from a lawyer. Also, if you are in IT, set up a website, just like I showed you guys, like the Wyoming virtual office, and make it straight to the point. Virtual office, how much it costs, and then um, provide a link so that they can pay it and then they can have a virtual office. I can help you with that too. Also, maybe I will do it just to see if I can get how that's going to go and test it in the market. Because as we were able to see, we don't have a lot of, I didn't see any website that provided virtual offices. When we went on the Norkskin website, pictures, 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 memberships, just a lot of blah, blah, blah. But you're not telling me what I want to know, which is, do you provide a virtual office? How much is it? It shouldn't take me too long to get a virtual office. So this is just another overview of what I do as a business advisor. So I can show you examples in real time where you can see what opportunities are available for you if you are in Rwanda. Also, if you have connections, if you're working, if you know somebody in America, this is a way that you can start a conversation with them because you could tell them, hey, um, look at this example. We can provide, we should do this and show them that there is a need for it in the market and they could fund whatever you're doing. And at least you'll be able to say, look, this is what the market is. There's a gap. I want to fill this gap. Even if you don't have the funding, at least you can say, there's a gap. I want to fill this gap. To start to have a website, I need to have 500 USD. That person, because if it's a real business opportunity, they will fund you. So these are just examples of real life and recent market needs. So thank you for watching this video. If you stayed this long, I think I've been talking a little bit. I can get very enthusiastic when I'm trying to show people what's available. So you are watching Hot Update News. If you have enjoyed this video, if you have enjoyed anything at all, or even if you're not enjoying it and you dislike it, click the like button. I think there's also a dislike button. And of course, subscribe to the channel. My name is Claire Sengyumba, and I hope you have enjoyed this content, and talk to you soon.